Understanding them as shields does not excuse hurtful behavior, but it does explain why these reactions are so common and why they can feel so automatic. This section is about how anger and withdrawal serve as shields, especially for someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style. Still, when closeness begins to feel emotionally risky, a protective response can turn on quickly. For many avoidant people, that protection takes the form of anger or withdrawal. These responses can look harsh from the outside, and they can feel confusing from the inside. Understanding them as shields does not excuse hurtful behavior, but it does explain why these reactions are so common and why they can feel so automatic. Anger is a shield because it creates distance. When you feel angry, you often feel more powerful. You feel less vulnerable. Anger can make you feel certain, even when you are actually scared or hurt underneath. For a dismissive, avoidant person, anger can be especially useful because it replaces softer emotions that feel unsafe. If sadness feels humiliating, anger can feel dignified. If fear feels weak, anger can feel strong. The person may not consciously choose anger. Anger may simply arrive because it is the emotion that feels tolerable. Withdrawal is also a shield because it reduces exposure. If vulnerability feels dangerous, disappearing emotionally can feel like safety. Withdrawal can be physical, like leaving the room, going for a drive, or staying busy. It can also be emotional, like becoming quiet, giving short answers, and avoiding eye contact. Withdrawal can create immediate relief for the avoidant person because it restores control. It lowers the emotional intensity. It reduces the risk of saying something that reveals need. The problem is that it often increases pain for the partner, who experiences withdrawal as abandonment or rejection. One common situation looks like this. A partner brings up a problem and wants to talk. The dismissive avoidant person feels a surge of pressure. They might not be able to name what they feel, but they notice tension in their body and a desire to escape. They might respond with anger, saying the partner is overreacting or starting drama, or they might withdraw, becoming quiet and distant. The partner feels hurt. The avoidant person feels relief. Underneath, the shield is doing its job, which is to reduce vulnerability. Anger and withdrawal often serve the same purpose, but they do it in different ways. Anger pushes the other person away by making the interaction unpleasant. Withdrawal pushes the other person away by making the interaction impossible. Both keep the avoidant person from having to stay present with feelings that feel too exposed. Both can prevent a deeper conversation that might lead to intimacy. In the moment, that prevention can feel like safety. Over time, it creates disconnection.